Hello, I'm George Kruger. I'm an assistant professor here at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. Today I'm talking about leadership and a leadership process. Well, first of all, students always ask me, how do I be a leader and what traits are there that I need to have for a leader? And we always look at leadership traits and say, oh, they're outgoing or they're really skillful or whatever. And that's fine, and traits in an individual are important. However, you can have all the traits in the world. But if you don't have a process to follow, you're not going to be very successful as a leader. So my purpose today for this presentation is to talk about a leadership process that you can implement here. Is a leadership process. Great leaders have a process that they follow. Now, the first thing in a leadership process is you ought to have a vision or mission. What are you trying to do? What's the big picture of whatever you're trying to accomplish? What's your vision? So let me take an example of a student organization. A student organization has a vision of they want to help students progress in their careers. They want to be fun. They want to help students learn. Those would be a vision mission. So let's just do learn. We want to learn. Then would be, what are our objectives? Now, objectives are specific, and I'm going to talk about this in a separate video that you'll want to see. But we're going to talk about SMART objectives, because a lot of people say, well, we want to learn, that's an objective. No, that is not an objective. That is a qualitative idea and a vision. An objective would be, we're going to learn specifically about marketing, and we are going to, by bringing in guest speakers, and then we're going to do 2 this month, and we're going to, and as a result, we're going to learn about careers. That is a specific objective. And we want to lay out our objectives. Then our strategy. What would a strategy be? Now, strategy is a big picture view of how you achieve your objective using resources. So strategy may be, we're going to select some key areas. Maybe you have members of your club that are interested in real estate. We're going to have real estate speakers come in. Then the tactics. All right. The tactics get into the details. What day? Who are the speakers going to be? Who's going to coach them? Are you going to have pizza? Are you going to have all these details? Now, this is where leadership often goes wrong. Oftentimes they start with the tactics. Gee, we need to have a meeting. We need to have a speaker. No, 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 no. We don't start here. Do not start here. That's why it's far down the list. Tactics are how you actually plan to carry out your strategy, which says your objectives, which achieves your vision and mission. So that's why we have tactics here. So our tactics are going to be, Joe is going to call 3 real estate agents by next Tuesday, and we're going to line them up to come in and talk to the class, and this is what we want them to talk about. Specific tactics that implement. Then somebody actually does it. Joe actually calls people. This, folks, is the key in the whole process, because you can have all the best plans, you can have all the best ideas, you can have all the best intentions, but if you don't do anything, nothing happens. Implementation. And then at the end, how did it work? The results. We measure and adjust, and we come back as, are we achieving our vision or mission? And we work through this strategy constantly. Very important that you follow this process. This is a leadership process. It works. We use this in business all the time. And frankly, if you can adopt and you can use this process almost as a habit, you will be very successful in your life. Because frankly, a lot of people just go right into the tactics and forget about all the other things. And if you do all these other things, if you do all these steps of the leadership process well, you are going to be a great leader. Or at the very least, you'll have a much better chance of being a great leader, because ultimately leaders got to get results. And results is what we're all about in leadership.